Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I want to show you threading in the torque converter bolts to the flywheel. And I want to show you this is the easiest way. This is small block 4, 302 or 351. This is a 351, but I'm going to show you anyway. You can use the breaker bar, and this is from 87 to 2004 if you have a 302 or 351. You can use the breaker bar, hold the breaker bar, and maneuver the motor with the breaker bar, of course. And then you're going to line up the torque converter bolts where the light is pictured above. I don't know if you can see all that clearly. Let's see up there. Well, I have the torque converter bolts already. I hand threaded all 4 of them in. The gold ones there, they're grade 8. And I hand threaded them all in there. They're automotive grade bolts. I got the exact size before I put the converter in. I threaded them into the thing. Everything was good to go. So now that I've hand threaded them in, I turned it, and my bolt was actually right down here. Well, I put the bolt in and it threaded a little bit because I couldn't get enough to get a tool in. Now later on, I want to have it up here so I can put a socket and the torque wrench on here and just torque it here. Now I use the small 9/16, as you can see, impact socket here, and I'm using that after I get it all the way in as much as I can. This makes life a lot easier turning it by hand in. Make sure you take your time threading out. That's where a lot of people make mistakes, I see. They thread them in the wrong way. They don't have them in flush. It should go easy by hand. So I'm taking care of that right now. They're all threaded. I've got all 4 threaded in and they're good to go. So now I need to get an assistant to hold this breaker bar as I pull each one out, put some Loctite on it, and then torque it with the torque wrench to about 35 foot-pounds. And I'm going to need an assistant to hold this for me on the crank while I go ahead and do that. And I'm going to go ahead and knock that out with the last 4 bolts, and then I should be good to go, you know? So after I do those last 4 bolts, what's going to happen is I'm going to move over and do the starter on the other side. Attach the 2 lines, as you see right there, to the transmission. That shouldn't take me longer than 10 minutes for both of those. Now the last thing I can do today is maybe the drive shaft, but the way the car is way up, I'm not sure I'm going to do that. I don't know. I can do the drive shaft, so I might put it in loosely. I'm not sure yet whether I'm going to do that or not. Probably put it in and just put all the bolts in snug tight, and then jack it up right before I'm done, and hit it from underneath. Probably be one of the last things, and add fluid or something before the exhaust. But those things I can most certainly do, and this is where I'm at right now. And all the verter bolts are in, as you can see. Everything's good to go. Like, subscribe, and share, and as always, keep on dreaming.